Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Tony, it is me, it is I, and I am here today to have just a little conversation with you guys about like the whole transition thing. I lately had just been thinking a lot about like stuff that I went through prior to me even going to start a church or anything like that. Like, you know, how did I know this was right for me? How did I know this was the way that I wanted to go, the route that I wanted to take, and things of that nature? So I thought that I would share that with all of you. Just a couple things and moments in my life that made me think like, okay, you know what? This is why. And this is the time, and it is now, and it is time that I do what I feel more comfortable doing. So I wanted to share a little quick story with you guys before I get started into that. And this is just something that I remember of my childhood, like being a kid, and I remember this trip so much in my mind, and I never understood why it was such a big like thing in my life. But I remember one time me and my family had gone to Baja California, like TJ, to go visit family and friends. Also, my parents used to love going down there and just to have like seafood and sit out by the water and stuff like that. And I remember every time we'd go, we would get little necklaces, and we'd get those little necklaces that had the rice with your name on it. Like, they are so old school. I think they still do it now. You just don't see them as often as you probably did back then. But I remember that we had gotten those, one with my name, my brother's name, well, my brother's names basically. And I remember that we were driving back home, and we were at a pit stop, and I remember that I took those little necklaces and I put them on my ears because I felt like they were hair. And I remember that I was like swinging them around, and my mom and everybody was like, what are you doing? Like, why did you put those on your ear? But I guess at the time, the way that I saw it was like, that was my hair. That was the way that I could feel that I had hair, because I didn't have long hair back then. So that was just a little quick story that I wanted to share with you guys. I want to be more open with you and share more things that I've experienced in my life with all of you, because if it wasn't for you watching, I wouldn't tell you guys anything that's going on. Nobody would know what's going on in my life. I would keep it all a secret. But I like sharing it with you because I feel like some of you understand me, and if some of you don't, some of you are willing to listen and understand others that are in your life. So thank you, I appreciate that. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so I wanted to take this time to talk to you guys about me understanding all of this. I never understood it, I'll be very honest. For me, a moment in my life that really taught me like life is so short was two people close to my life passed away. The managers from my old job, his name was Mitchell, and he was like this rough looking tough guy. Like, you would be so scared of him. But when I met him and I just clicked, and he was like literally like my father, like another dad. Like, I would come to him about everything. Like, it was around the time that I was gonna move out alone. Like, I went to him for advice and got advice on living alone and stuff like that, and I could always just confide in him, which was really, really nice. He stopped working at the club that I was working at. He went and worked at another one. I one morning woke up and got the phone call that he had passed away, and it made me really sad, because I was like, this person who I love so dear to my heart, and I don't love a lot of people, I'll be very honest, I do not open my heart to people. I don't know why, I just don't. But I had opened myself up to him like a father figure, and knowing that he had passed away really, really hurt me. I was really, really, truly sad, and I thought to myself, life is so freaking short that I need to pursue my transition. Like, I need to figure out where I need to go, what doctor, what I need to do with my life, and how I need to get there. And that was the moment that kind of pushed me over the edge to really just be like, okay, you're gonna go see a doctor, you're gonna figure out what it takes, and you are gonna do this, because this is something that you need to do. So after Mitchell passed away and all this is going on through my mind, that's when I started doing more research to figure out what this was. And one thing that I did, guys, is sorry guys, I'm crossing my legs. I cross my legs, it's getting serious. So for me, I started to realize that I started questioning more my gender identity, my sexuality, more things like that. Like, I've always questioned it, but I never understood it. So at this point, I literally watched, you guys, I'm not even kidding, hours on hours on hours of people talking about being transgender, how they knew, coming out to their friends, coming out to their family, and it made sense to me. I was like, that was me. Like, that was who I was always meant to be, if that makes sense. Like, I understand the Anthony side of who I was, and I also understand the person who I am becoming now in my heart. The whole lesson that I learned from the situation was life is short. Like, literally, life is so short, guys. We're only here, and I know people say this all the time, and I still deal with that myself because I don't feel like I 100% push myself to do certain things, to completely walk around in a wig. Like, it's crazy because the other day, like, I know this video is going to be a little bit all over the place, but it's just me expressing my emotions at this point in my life with what's going on, like, with my transition, you know what I mean? So one of my friends was like, we had came over and me and Alex had filmed a video, and we were just talking, and then we both just were feeling ourselves, you know. We felt so beautiful. Like, right now I feel so beautiful. It is crazy because yesterday I felt like shit. Like, I did not feel pretty at all. Today I'm like, damn girl, your hair is like snatched. Decided that we were gonna go out, like, let's go. We were like, let's just go out to a little bar, like, let's just go somewhere, like, let's have fun. So we decided to go to this little gay bar that was like like 2 cities away. So I went to this little gay bar, and I remember that, like, I just kept looking in the mirror, and I was like, wow, like, I'm out and about in the world with like this beautiful hair, and like nobody cares. So good and so free to do that. And it was nice to like be encouraged, you know. It's so great to have that support system. And if some of you guys do not have that support system, do not worry. Like, I am here for you. Message me, direct message me. I know some of you will talk or will comment back and forth. If you guys truly message me, I am willing to have a conversation. Like, let's talk. Also, like, I went to Tiger Heat, and it's funny because Tiger Heat's such a young club, but Tiger Heat has my heart. Tiger Heat has been like this club that showed me a totally different side of the world. And if I could find pictures of like 2010 Tiger Heat, where like everybody would show up in their Gaga attire. Like, that's the Tiger Heat that I love. Anyways, I went to Tiger Heat with a wig, and it was just so freeing, and everybody, like, nobody gave a shit. And I thought to myself, I should do that more often, but it's been so hot that I haven't. But it felt so dope. Then I went to a beauty blogger event for Latina Beauty Matters, and I just wore a wig, and I was like, oh my god, like, everybody was so dope, and everybody was like, girl, where's your hair from? You know, where'd you get your hair? And I'm like, evawigs.com, bitch. Link in bio. I'm just kidding. But it was really nice to just explore that aspect of what life was bringing me. Alright guys, so I guess that's pretty much it for that video. I just wanted to share a couple of my thoughts that have been on my mind the past few days on this whole transition thing, and I want to share them with you guys. And I truly just want to like put this out there. Like, I want you guys, if you were transgender, you guys, like, it is hard, I know, but just keep amazing people around you, and you will be so happy. And that's my journey right now, where I am just trying to keep all those people around me to uplift each other. I know it's hard. Sometimes you may lose people, but the good ones will always stay, or they take a little break and they run away. That's fine. They can come back as well. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys want to follow me with anything else, just follow me on Instagram. I feel like that's where I'm really like active. I try to post every day. I snap me waking up, to me going to bed, to me running around, like literally like all of that stuff, guys. So make sure you guys check out my Instagram, and I'll talk to you guys later.